Is it easier to network online? But in person you have the added benefit of being able to see people's faces. Let's just go with, no matter the circumstances, networking can be challenging. So today I'm going to share with you 3 tips to help you effectively network online. Hello creative people, I am Jade and this is my channel Misskoko the Librarian, where every week I help you create a rockin' online presence. So if you're new here, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell next to it because I do not want you missing out on all the helpful tips that I share here. Networking. Yeah, I know you're probably cringing a little bit, but networking is the best way you can bring new opportunities straight to you. Wouldn't you love it if your next job, funding opportunity or research project found its way to you instead of you having to worry about what's going to happen when your current well dries up? Networking online will help you plant the seeds which could flower into your next opportunity. However, I always recommend that if you're going after something you really want, then I would suggest meeting your networking opportunity face-to-face as well. But first things first, if you want to network online, you need to set yourself a goal. If you don't set yourself a clear goal, you have no way to measure if your efforts are getting you what you need. I was in my 2nd year studying librarianship when I made the conscious decision to start networking. I was studying online, so I had no way to practice or put into context all the theory that I was getting. So my goal for networking was to find some librarians to talk to and discuss all the theory and new ideas I was getting in my studies. I recommend setting a goal that will help you give to your network before you take. In other words, don't set your goal as give me job right now. Networking is a long-term strategy. If you go in with that mindset, you'll probably be very frustrated with the slow pace of networking. Not to mention you might actually be an annoying little so-and-so to the people you are networking with. I will tell you now that people can easily tell if you're talking to them to only get something out of them. So have a clear giving goal when it comes to your networking and you'll be able to measure if you have met that goal. Once you have your goal, you can start looking for places online to flex those networking skills. Most professions have forums, like the Australian Society of Archivists have archives online. And then there is Twitter, which is highly popular with library and museum folk. Each year there are a number of social media events around libraries and museums that you can participate in. Not to mention the Twitter chats you can also participate in. Each chat will have its own rules of etiquette, so make sure you familiarize yourself with them before jumping in. In fact, I'll link to a great blog post in the description below, all about Twitter etiquette that I found a few years ago. But if you're ever not sure, just talk to the organizer of the Twitter chat and I'm sure they will direct you to the rulebook. I just want to mention here that networking is like building any relationship. In fact, you probably do more networking in your everyday life than you realize. Networking is not hard, it does not take too long, and it is most definitely not a waste of time. It's relationship building. And when you do that, people get to know you and your skills, your quirks, your sense of humor. And when they know you, they will be happy to do things for you. Lastly, for networking to be effective, you need to keep at it. Find those first initial conversations you want to be part of online and give them a year. Have fun discussing librarianship theory with people all around the world. Take the time to gain different perspectives on the work that you do every day. But also be aware that as your career and interests change, so will the networking you do. But this is where your online network really shines. You can ask your network to direct you to people who specialise in your new interests. The information management industry is very small, so I guarantee if you ask your network for a new connection, somebody will know someone else who can probably introduce you to the very person you wanted to talk to. You will notice that my tips are focused on giving you a direction for your networking. This is important because it draws your mindset away from thinking, okay, I need this and I need this right now and I will do whatever I can to get it. Determination is good, don't get me wrong, but for networking, a gentler approach is needed. You need to walk into networking situations thinking, okay, what can I bring to this conversation that will make this person's day, or perhaps even solve a problem for them? You need to give and build a relationship before you ask any favors. The thing I really love about networking is that it forces you to project, to think about your career and the opportunities available to you instead of just drifting from job to job. Remember that next time you see a networking event that you can go to. So to recap, to network online you need to first have a goal and then find some places you can network online. I'll link to a couple of them in the description below to get you started. And finally, you need to keep at it. And if you find you need help with any of this, come and talk to me. I have a few career coaching services which may be a good fit for you, particularly my industry insights. I'll have a link to those in the description below as well. But now I want to know something from you. Well, what has prevented you from attending networking events in the past? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you can get more great content like this every week. Remember to always be curious, and I'll see you same time next week.